food. Several years ago, we were loving on and getting to know a whole community of Muslims in Malden. We ended up having this open night together where we were each going to talk about our understandings of truth and grace and religion and faith and culture. And we were getting a meal ready to host them over at the Emerson School. We made sure that the meat that was served in those trays was halal meat. Now, why did we do that? We did it out of love. Why would we, not thinking about the people that we were loving and serving, put forth in there something that as soon as they walked in, if they saw it in the tray, immediately distraction, stumbling, obstacle, offense? Now we know that Jesus has declared all foods clean. Congratulations, you get a check mark on your theology test. But for the people that we are sent to, would we ever want food to get in the way of bringing them to the grace of Jesus Christ? So what do? It was more money. It was a little more work. We hustled. We removed that offense. It's the same thing in the life of our church here, right? We don't do potlucks in Melrose, but if we did, I would be fine with a vegan option. I would be fine with a gluten-free table. I would be fine with whatever removes a potential offense of someone walking in that's just cultural, so that we could get to know them and love on them. All right, how about music? This is huge, right? The way we do music should not get in the way of the people that we are sent to. It should not be distracting or confusing or weird or lame. The music should fit who we are and who we are sent to, so that the lyrics and the truth can press right straight into their souls. Have you ever been in a service and the words didn't make it to your soul because you were just like, is that a ukulele up there? What is going on in this place right now? This is weird. I got to get out of here. That's a cultural offense and stumbling block that we need to and are free to and have to remove together. All right, how about liturgy? This is beautiful. Yes, the way we do church must conform to the norms of Scripture, but it also has to take into account the people that we're sent to. So, for example, I love this one. My boy Ajay down in Philly has this crazy people group that's at the center of the life of his church. It's second-generation Indians living in North Philly. And there's two types. Some of them grew up in an Eastern Orthodox St. Thomas Bar Toma church setting. It's very formal, high church, lots of liturgy, reading of creeds. Then some of them, their parents rebelled from that, and they come from the wildest, diving over pews, running like crazy, 3 hours, 47 songs, charismatic services. And the Jay is sitting there like, oh no, what am I going to do? I'm sent to these two people groups. So you know what they've done? It's beautiful. They've crafted a liturgy where neither these folks nor these folks stumble or trip. So they have a lot more words than we do in the liturgy, including the reading of confessions and creeds. And they drop 6 songs every Sunday. Everybody is loved, taken into account, served. That's giving no offense to Jews, no offense to Greeks, no offense in the house of God. All right, what about dress? So I have 2 goals in the way that I dress when I lead you. One is to strike at the root of all possible vanity. Like, this shirt terrifies me because it's got like a tight cut. I'm like so scared to wear this up here. Grace bought it for me for $6, okay? So there you go. Don't go looking this up online and be like, it's a $100 shirt, $6. My other goal is to just be as invisible as possible when we are doing gospel ministry in Greater Boston, right? Just to not be an offense, not look strange, not look hokey, I don't even notice. It's just, that's the way people dress. Cultural offense, gone. Maybe a better one to explain this is hats in the service. So I'm not a big man wearing a hat to church in the service kind of guy. I got my verses, we can talk about that later. But I just got to chill on that, right? In Bostonian culture, we wear hats. We just put them on. We wear them indoors. We don't mean anything by it. It's just a normal cultural preference. Do I want to put a stumbling block in front of a 19-year-old kid who walks in the back door with a hat on and say, hey, buddy, come over here and talk to me a minute? Are you serious? You got a hat on right now? How old are you? Get that thing off. If I do that, what have I done? Cultural preference, stumbling block, potentially a fist fight, depending on how alpha dog the kid is. And the gospel is shrouded. He never even gets to it. Do not let dress become a stumbling block for people. How about time? Grace and I are married. We have learned that time is a huge cultural preference thing. Why do we do our service at 10 and not at 4 in the morning or at noon? It's the people that we're sent to. It's about the best time that we can do a service to love parents and love college students and love the different people who are in this area that Jesus can call us to serve. If we really liked 5 in the morning because we're early people and it gets us on our day earlier, no, that would be a stumbling block for people. Let's bend on time. All right, one more, location. So Malden Core Group is wrestling big time with this. If most of your people group is dependent upon public transportation, where are you going to want to have the place where you are making disciples and gathering? If you can do it as close to public transportation as possible. Maybe that's a little harder for you, maybe that costs a little more, but that is removing a cultural stumbling block so that people can come and have access to the gospel. We need to assess here broadly Bostonian culture, and we need to be happy to adapt and remove any stumbling blocks to mission.